Hey, it's Drew here from Kalaharian Miniatures, and today I wanted to do something a little different. Now, as the summer comes, I'm going to start doing like what my friend Ghost is starting to do now. There's a little shout out to him too. He's a pretty cool guy. He's got some pretty sweet Eldar stuff going on, so check him out. And you got some cool stuff going on over there. But anyway, every week I'm just gonna at the end of the week do a little update on what I've gotten done that week, just like he's been doing. So this week I worked on Imperial Guard, and I don't know if I actually do have an Imperial Guard army. It's at about 1,000 points right now, but so I'm looking to expand it. But let me show you what I got done this week. So first thing, major thing that I got done was my sentinel. So here it is. Let's focus here. Okay. So basically, it's a Codex Gray base coat and a Fortress Gray highlight. And that's my whole army. That's my whole army color scheme. And I have the blue stripe there. I just did that with some painter tape. So I gave this one a las cannon and a hunter killer missile. I'm gonna be right back. I gotta focus. Okay, so as you can see here, the little windows, I did the little white dot in the corner, so that gives it a nice window effect. Now you can see a little better. So yeah, it's turned out really nice. It took kind of a long time to do all the highlights and stuff, but other than that, it was pretty easy. And there's the base, just some cork with a las gun there. I did something different with the base this time. After I was done painting everything, I did like a wash with really watered down white glue. I got that idea from Chris at AG Productions. That really locks it in nice so the cork doesn't chip off. So there's my sentinel. Next thing I got done was my commander. For my Imperial Guard army, I took Commander Castellan Creed. So I just love this guy's model. I like how the jacket turned out, especially. What this was an astronomical gray with a little bit of black in it over the whole thing, and then a pretty light but that black wash. And then I went over with pure astronomical gray, doing like some sharp highlights, so that really stands out. And then I just did golden yellow over the little wings there, over thin layers. For the face, I just did dwarf flesh, and then a devil mud wash, and then dwarf flesh, and just adding in some white. Okay, so yeah, he turned out really cool. There's a lot of little bits and bobs on this guy, but I really like him. I especially like how his cigar turned out. I just did gray around the outside, and then a little bit of orange and yellow in the center, so it's glowing a little bit in there in the center. He's got his two pistols there, and his sword in the corner. So yeah, I did the red lining on the inside of the cloak. But yeah, he turned out really well. His base is just Fortress Gray dry brush, but then added with a little white. Yeah, and just black around the trim. What I have going on in the works right now for next week, hopefully get done by next week, is a couple dudes, a couple of special dudes. This is my conversion for Lucas Bastone. He's a veteran sergeant of the Cadian regiments. I think he's about 60 points. He's a little spendy, but he can actually give orders to his squad, and he has a power sword, so he's a pretty good choice. But they don't have a model, so I just converted this guy. The legs were from Cadian Command Squad sprue, so was the chest, and the head is a Space Marine Scout head, and this power sword was also from the Cadian Command Squad sprue, but it was the robotic arm, so I just cut off the hand, put it on a regular arm there, and I just took the las pistol from the infantry squad box set. So I think that's a pretty cool conversion. But he's going to be leading my veteran squadron with shotguns, and they have I think a flamer, a melting gun, and a plasma gun too. yeah, and they go in a chimera, or however you want to say that. I think, tell me if you want to see my list or anything like that. But so that's him. He hopefully will be done by next week. He's almost done. Just got to do a little bit of details and stuff. Now this next guy, this is my Master of Ordnance conversion. Bits and pieces from different box sets. His whole body, I think, was actually from the Kalaharian Command Squad, and the Vox caster was also from the Kalaharian Command Squad. But I think it's a pretty cool conversion, and he's almost done, so hopefully we finish him out by the end of the week. And this is just a guardsman with a las gun that goes in my HQ command squad. So he's just got a slung las gun over his shoulder, he's pointing. But yeah, I think it's a pretty cool mini. For my regular guys for the pants, I usually just do a dry brush of enchanted blue, but for the HQ guys, I'm doing enchanted blue over the whole thing, and then aspermin blue wash, and then another highlight of enchanted blue. It just gives it a better depth and better shading. So yeah. And also for next week, next week I want to have a couple of my heavy weapons teams done. So I have this las cannon team base coated, and I have a couple heavy bolter teams. Here's one of them right here. It's a pretty cool little scene there. And here's another heavy bolter team that I want to get done. Hopefully I can get these three done by the end of the week. This one is for my platoon command squad. One here. So yeah, that one's pretty cool. And so, that's pretty much of what I'm gonna get done by the end of the week, I hope. And I might go out and buy either some Ratlings or a Lehman Russ. I'm not exactly sure. Tell me guys what you think. And before I go, I'm gonna show you my chimera that I've had done for quite a while. Just never showed it. So here it is. Go out a little. Side shot. It's just the gray armor with the blue dry brush on the rest of the hull. At first I was going to actually have a Ministorum Priest in here, that's why I put Adeptus on the other side, Ministorum. I might just go over that now. But here I put a little Latin, Imperator Pugnus, and Pro Imperator for the Emperor, and this is Emperor's Fist. Got the tank commander guy in there. Looking pretty nice. So this is actually my first tank, and it didn't turn out that great, I don't think, but hopefully my Lehman Russ will turn out much better. For the Lehman Russ, I'm just gonna do all gray with a blue stripe going down, like on the stripe on my sentinel. So that should look cool. So that's what I want to get done by the end of the week. If you have any questions, give me a PM or something like that. Any questions or comments would be greatly appreciated. And so I'll see you guys next week, or I might have a couple videos in between. We'll see. Next week is the first week of summer for me. So tell me guys what you think, and see you next time. Kalaharian Miniatures.